All right, so let's unpack this whole AI and marketing thing. You sent over a ton of research, articles, even some real-world case studies. It looks like you're trying to figure out how AI is changing the marketing game, huh?
Yeah, well, what's really interesting is AI has actually been quietly working behind the scenes in marketing for a while now, since like the early 2000s. It's been evolving right alongside all the digital technologies and e-commerce, shaping how brands connect with us online.
So no robots taking over marketing agencies just yet.
Not quite.
But AI has been secretly influencing our online experiences, like for a while now.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. Personalized recommendations on Netflix, targeted ads that seem to know what you want before you do. AI's fingerprints are all over that.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But let's break it down a bit, get into specifics. How is AI actually being used in different areas of marketing? I've heard about AI writing blog posts, even composing music. Is that stuff for real?
Oh, it's definitely real. AI is like a Swiss Army knife for marketers, right?
Yeah.
There's a tool for almost every task. Like take content marketing, for example.
Okay.
AI-powered tools are actually generating all sorts of content. Website copy, blog posts, even video scripts.
Wow.
There's this company called Cyber Inc.
Okay.
They offer online courses, and they use AI to create video content in multiple languages. Helps them reach a global audience without needing to hire actors and film crews all over the world.
Whoa, so instead of a whole team of writers burning the midnight oil, AI is stepping in to do the heavy lifting. But can AI really be creative?
Well, that's a fascinating question. I mean, AI tools are being used to compose music, design logos, even write poetry. But whether AI can truly be creative, well, that's a topic for another deep dive, maybe.
Okay.
For now, let's just stick to how it's impacting marketing, huh?
Yeah.
So in content marketing, AI doesn't just create, it optimizes too. It can analyze existing content to figure out what resonates with an audience, right? And then suggest improvements to make it even more engaging. Imagine AI acting as a writing coach,
Yeah.
helping marketers refine their message and connect with you on a deeper level.
That's pretty cool, like having a data-driven editor on call 24/7.
Exactly.
But what about customer service? I've definitely noticed more chatbots popping up on websites. Are those AI-powered too?
A lot of them are. AI-powered chatbots are becoming, increasingly sophisticated.
Right.
They provide 24/7 support, answer your questions, even troubleshoot problems, and they can handle a huge volume of customer interactions. Frees up human agents to focus on more complex issues,
Yeah. So no more waiting on hold for hours just to get a simple question answered. But can AI chatbots really understand our needs and provide genuinely helpful support?
It's getting better all the time. These AI tools are designed to understand natural language so you can interact with them in a conversational way, right?
Sure.
They can analyze your past interactions and even predict what you might need help with before you even ask.
Wow.
Think of it like having a personal assistant, one who knows your preferences and anticipates your needs. Just makes your online experience smoother, more efficient.
It's impressive. It seems like AI is taking, customer relationship management to a whole new level. But what about data analysis? That sounds like a field where AI could really shine.
Absolutely. AI excels at uncovering hidden patterns in, massive data sets.
Right.
Think of it as a data detective, right? Sifting through mountains of information to find insights that humans might miss. For example, AI can analyze your past purchases, your browsing history, your social media activity to predict what you're likely to buy next.
So that's how Amazon seems to know exactly what I need before I even realize I need it. It's a little spooky, but also incredibly convenient. Are there other examples of AI being used for, this kind of predictive analytics?
Definitely. In healthcare, for instance, AI is being used to predict patient outcomes, identify potential health risks, and personalize treatment plans. This kind of predictive power can have a huge impact on improving health outcomes, and saving lives.
Wow, that's incredible. It sounds like AI is becoming a game changer in healthcare. But let's bring it back to marketing for a sec. How is AI being used to personalize marketing campaigns and, make them more effective?
Well, AI is playing a key role in creating highly targeted and personalized marketing campaigns. For example, Netflix uses AI to analyze your viewing habits and recommend shows and movies that you're likely to enjoy. The recommendation engine is so effective that it actually drives 80% of the content streamed on their platform.
Okay, so that's why my Netflix recommendations are always so spot on. It's not magic, it's AI at work.
Yeah.
What about other companies? Are they using AI for personalization as well?
Absolutely. Amazon is another great example. Their AI-powered recommendation engine is responsible for up to 35% of their sales. By analyzing your past purchases, browsing history, even your searches, they can predict what you're likely to buy and suggest products with incredible accuracy.
So AI is basically their secret weapon for boosting sales. It's fascinating, but it also raises some questions about privacy.
Right.
Are we giving up too much information in exchange for convenience?
Yeah.
I guess that's a topic for another deep dive. But for now, I'm curious about how AI is being used in advertising. It seems like that's an area where AI could have a huge impact.
You're absolutely right. AI is transforming the advertising landscape, particularly in the realm of programmatic advertising.
Okay, I've heard that term before, but I'm not exactly sure what it means. Can you break it down for me?
Sure. Programmatic advertising is basically the automated buying and selling of online advertising. Traditionally, ad placement was a very manual process, with marketers negotiating directly with publishers to secure ad space, right? But with programmatic advertising, AI algorithms handle the entire process, from bidding on ad space to targeting specific audiences and optimizing campaigns in real time.
So AI is basically taking over the role of the media buyer. That's a pretty big shift.
It is, and it's making advertising much more efficient and effective. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to identify the right audiences for specific ads, ensuring that your message reaches the people who are most likely to be interested in it.
That makes a lot of sense. No point in showing an ad for baby clothes to someone who doesn't have kids, right?
Exactly.
But how does AI actually determine which ads to show to whom?
It's all about data. AI algorithms analyze your online behavior, demographics, interests, even your location to create a detailed profile of you as a consumer. Then they use that information to match you with ads that are relevant to your needs and preferences.
Okay, so it's all about using data to personalize the advertising experience. But doesn't that raise some concerns about privacy?
It definitely does. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's, crucial to consider the ethical implications of using personal data for marketing purposes. Striking a balance between personalization and privacy is an ongoing challenge for the industry.
That's a really important point. It seems like with great power comes great responsibility, even in the world of AI marketing. But I'm curious to learn more about the specific types of AI that are being used in marketing. Can you give me a crash course in AI terminology?
Of course. There are several types of AI at play in marketing, each with its own strengths and applications. Let's start with machine learning, or ML.
Right, machine learning, what's that all about?
Machine learning is basically about enabling systems to learn from data and improve their performance over time, right? It's like teaching a computer to think for itself by feeding it tons of information and letting it figure out the patterns and relationships. In marketing, ML is used for everything from predictive analytics and customer segmentation to personalized recommendations and fraud detection.
So the more data the AI has, the smarter it gets.
Exactly. The more data you feed into an ML algorithm, the better it becomes at making accurate predictions and decisions. It's like a student who studies hard and learns from their mistakes over time. They become more knowledgeable and capable.
That makes sense. What about the other types of AI? You mentioned natural language processing. What's that all about?
Natural language processing, or NLP, is all about enabling computers to understand, interpret, and generate human language.
Okay.
It's the technology behind chatbots, sentiment analysis, content generation, language translation, even voice search optimization. Think of it as the bridge between human communication and computer understanding.
So NLP is what allows AI to have conversations with us in a way that feels natural, whether it's through text or voice.
That's right. NLP is what allows AI to read your emails, understand your voice commands, and even generate realistic-sounding dialogue for chatbots.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. It seems like NLP is essential for making AI more, accessible and user-friendly. What about deep learning? I've heard that term thrown around a lot, but I'm not sure what it actually means.
Deep learning is a subset of machine learning that uses artificial neural networks to analyze data and make predictions. It's inspired by the structure and function of the human brain, with interconnected nodes that process information and learn from experience. Deep learning is particularly good at handling complex tasks like image recognition, natural language understanding, and predicting customer behavior.
So deep learning is like the brainiac of the AI family.
You could say that. Deep learning is being used to power some of the most advanced AI applications out there, from self-driving cars to medical diagnosis tools.
This is all so fascinating. But before we get too deep into the technical weeds, I'd love to hear some, real-world examples of companies using AI to achieve amazing results in their marketing.
I've got some incredible examples lined up. Companies like Nutella, Spotify, and BuzzFeed are using AI in fascinating ways to personalize recommendations, create killer content, and boost their bottom line.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more about how Nutella managed to create 7 million unique packaging designs using AI. That sounds incredible.
The Nutella campaign, it was brilliant. They partnered with this agency, Ogilvy Italia, and they used AI to generate 7 million, get this, 7 million unique jar designs.
Whoa.
Each one with a different combination of colors and patterns.
Oh, wow.
It was like, they tapped into that desire for something unique, personalized, and shoppers, they loved it. Jars were flying off the shelves.
I can see why.
Yeah.
It's amazing how AI can be used for something, as creative as packaging design. You mentioned Spotify using AI to personalize recommendations. I'm curious to hear more about how that works.
Yeah, so Spotify uses AI to create those Discover Weekly playlists. You know those, right?
Yeah, I love those.
Their AI analyzes your listening habits, takes note of the genres, the artists, even the specific songs you gravitate towards. Then it combs through its massive music library to find hidden gems you might enjoy but haven't discovered yet. It's like having a personal DJ who knows your taste better than you do.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And it's clearly working. I mean, I'm always finding new artists I love through my Discover Weekly playlist. It's amazing how AI can help us navigate such a vast sea of content.
Yeah.
What about other examples? Are there any companies using AI in, brick and mortar stores?
Definitely. Under Armour, they partnered with this company called FitTech to bring AI into their physical stores.
Okay.
They use AI-powered foot scanning technology to create personalized footwear recommendations for customers.
Wow.
It's a win-win, right? Customers get shoes that fit perfectly, and Under Armour sees increased sales.
So AI is bridging the gap between, the online and offline shopping experience. That's pretty cool. But let's talk about content creation for a minute. You mentioned BuzzFeed using AI to write, those click-worthy headlines. How does that work?
Yeah, so BuzzFeed, they trained their AI on a massive data set of headlines.
Okay.
They analyzed which ones performed well, which ones flopped. The AI, it learned to identify the elements of a successful headline. Things like emotional triggers, keywords, even the ideal length. Now, their AI can churn out headlines that are almost guaranteed to, grab your attention, make you want to click.
So it's like having a headline writing machine that knows exactly what makes people tick. I guess that explains why I can never resist clicking on a BuzzFeed article.
Right. It's definitely effective. And it's not just BuzzFeed. There's this company, Persado. They use AI to generate marketing copy that's optimized for conversions and engagement. Their AI, it analyzes language, emotional triggers to craft copy that really resonates with the target audience. They've actually seen something like a 49% increase in engagement using AI-generated copy. That's a significant jump.
Wow, that's impressive. It seems like AI is taking over the creative process.
Yeah.
But what about data-driven marketing? You mentioned some companies using AI to analyze trends and predict outcomes. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so MasterCard, for instance, is using AI to analyze billions of social media conversations.
Wow.
To identify what they call micro-trends.
Micro-trends.
Yeah, those subtle shifts in consumer behavior that can be hard to spot.
Oh, okay.
This allows them to get ahead of the curve and create marketing campaigns that tap into these emerging trends.
So they're using AI to listen to what people are talking about online and then tailor their marketing accordingly. That's incredibly smart. Are there any other examples?
Layers, the pharmaceutical company, they're doing something pretty innovative. They're combining Google Trends data with weather and climate information to predict flu outbreaks.
Whoa.
This allows them to, optimize their marketing campaigns for flu-related products, reaching the right audience at the right time with relevant messaging.
That's fascinating. They're using AI to predict health trends and then adjust their marketing to match. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. Are there any other examples of companies using data-driven AI marketing?
There are tons of great examples. Banner Health, a healthcare provider, is using AI to analyze call data and optimize their media spend.
Okay.
They can see which marketing efforts are driving the most appointments and allocate their budget accordingly. It's all about, getting the most bang for their buck.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's not just healthcare. I bet other industries are using AI in similar ways.
Absolutely. DISH Network, the satellite TV provider, uses AI to analyze subscriber data and predict lifetime value. This helps them identify their most valuable customers and tailor their marketing efforts to keep those customers happy and engaged. It's a win-win. Satisfied customers and increased profitability.
It's amazing how AI can help companies make, smarter decisions and get better results from their marketing campaigns. But I have to ask, what are some of the potential downsides of AI in marketing? It all sounds a little too good to be true. Yet it does seem like there's always a catch, right? What are some of the potential downsides of AI in marketing? What should businesses be cautious about?
I think it's important to remember that, AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be misused.
Right.
One of the biggest challenges with AI in marketing is the potential for unintended consequences.
What do you mean by that? Can you give me an example?
Sure. Imagine an AI system that's designed to, say, optimize ad targeting, right?
Yeah.
The AI's goal is to show ads to the people who are most likely to click on them.
Right.
But what if the AI starts to target ads based on, sensitive personal information, like race, religion, or sexual orientation? That could lead to discriminatory practices, even if it wasn't the intention of the marketers.
That's a really good point. It seems like it'd be difficult to control what an AI learns and how it applies that knowledge.
Exactly. AI systems can be, very complex, and it's not always easy to understand how they're making decisions. That's why it's so important for marketers to carefully consider the potential risks of using AI and to put safeguards in place to prevent those unintended consequences.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but also about the ethical framework surrounding its use.
Absolutely. As AI becomes more powerful, it's crucial to have clear guidelines and regulations in place to ensure that it's being used responsibly and ethically.
What about the cost of implementing AI? It seems like it would be pretty expensive to, develop and deploy these kinds of systems.
It can be a significant investment, yeah, especially for smaller businesses. But the good news is that the cost of AI technology is, decreasing, and there are now more affordable solutions available. Cloud-based AI platforms, for example, allow businesses to access AI capabilities without having to build their own infrastructure.
That's good to know. So AI isn't just for big corporations anymore.
Not at all. AI is becoming more accessible to businesses of all sizes.
But even if a company can afford AI, do they have the people with the right skills to, use it effectively?
That's another challenge, yeah. Finding and training people with the right skills to, manage and implement AI solutions. There's a growing demand for data scientists, AI engineers, and other specialists who can help businesses leverage the power of AI.
So it's not just about the technology, it's also about the people.
Exactly. Having a skilled team in place is essential for successful AI adoption.
This has been a really insightful deep dive into the world of AI and marketing. It's clear that AI is already having a huge impact, and it's only going to become more prevalent in the years to come. What are your final thoughts on what this means for our listener and for the future of marketing?
I think AI is going to fundamentally change the way brands connect with consumers. It's going to make marketing more personalized, more efficient, and more data-driven. But it's also going to raise some important questions about privacy, ethics, and the role of human creativity in a world where, machines are becoming increasingly intelligent.
It definitely sounds like we're on the cusp of a major transformation in the marketing landscape. What's one key takeaway you hope our listener walks away with today?
I'd say AI in marketing is an incredibly powerful tool, but it's important to use it wisely and ethically. As consumers, we need to be aware of how our data is being used, and we need to demand transparency and accountability from the companies that are using AI to market to us.
That's great advice. It's up to all of us to shape the future of AI in a way that benefits both businesses and consumers. Well, this has been an incredible deep dive into the world of AI in marketing. Thanks for joining us and for sharing your insights.
My pleasure.